Yeah. Key retention, man. Back with another video, man. This one's a banger. Right? Now, this is the reason why I take my exes back. And what I mean take them back, I don't mean like fully take them back. Like we're not in a full-blown relationship. And if we are, then, well, I haven't gotten back with my exes, any ex like that. I let them come back, we talk, we do whatever, but I never let them fully come back, right? But the reason why I let them come back is like revenge. I want my lick back. I want my payback. Know what I'm saying? Oh, you thought the grass was greener, and sometimes, right, it could happen to you. Like a girl get with you, y'all get in an argument, or she makes her ex all of a sudden. Girls are so fickle, it's like it's not even funny. So it could happen to you, and it's happening. The same thing you're doing to that other person is happening to you at the same time. Like I really don't think like we're creatures of just like meant to be with just one person. I really don't think that. Because if it was, then it would be like that. Right? But now, back to the subject, right? Why I let my exes come back? This story time with king retention. I had an ex come back on this street. This ex came back, like, first time I was watching videos talking about some semen retention makes your exes come back. They make your exes come back. I'm like, no, it doesn't. Ain't none of them came back. And then one of them came back. She went to the army. Right? She came back like not on this street. I'm on day 146 on this one, but it was I think she came. Nah, she came back on the street before when I was on like a day 200. She came back. She was actually right. She started a business where she was doing stuff helping people with like their credit, and I was like, oh, I need help with my credit, so I hit her up. And then now she was helping me with my credit for free. So I was like, oh, okay, then you can come back. And then I actually hired her for my business, right? And then it was strictly business and stuff like that. And eventually I just thought like the business, like her job was over. So I started like yeah, that's it. You did your job. You helped with marketing and stuff. And she wanted me to keep her on her after, like as a retainer. I'm like a retainer. You just like pay you to do stuff, like pay you to be around like an assistant, right? I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So she was helping out with the business, but when she did what she had to do, she started my website. She got my website going. She got long story short, she did what she was supposed to do, what her job title is. And she got my credit score up. And then, like, she wanted to hang out and stuff. I'm like, okay, whatever. But she tried to get me to pay her out more money. I was like, just to keep you on retainer and call you to actually do stuff I could do myself. Nah, I passed. Right? Because you did your job. I don't need you anymore. Right? So then we end up going to the movies, and we watched a cool movie. I forgot what movie it was. It was The Matrix, right? The new one. And after the movies, she went in for a kiss. I was like, Scrap! I had to dodge that, because I had to dodge that one, and I could tell she went through something traumatic with the last relationship she was in. So then, like, after that, it's kind of like she's been kind of like standoffish. She still comes over. She gives me free stuff. She gives me stuff for my house. She gives me stuff for my kid. All that good stuff. And she just, I'm like, okay, this is a great relationship. Why would I ruin that? I get free stuff, and I don't have to worry about relapsing around you because you've learned your lesson. But like she calls me sometimes, and it's always to offer me something. She's always offering me gifts and stuff like that. And hell yeah, I'll take them. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. But I remember when she left, right? I was like, you'll never find no one like me. She was like, oh, that's the point. I don't want anybody like you. I was like, all right. So she went out there. She got dogged out. Cause it did not work out for her, which is fine. I mean, it don't work out for anybody, but if you're gonna come back, then you just look kind of sad, right? And like that moment when she went in for the kiss, and I just curved her, felt so good. It felt good. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, this is payback for breaking my heart. You know what I'm saying? But she's still around, shockingly for some reason. She's still around. She's still giving me free stuff. And we talk here and there. I don't pick up. I don't have to pick up. I don't feel obligated to pick up. And I guess until she finds somebody else who just has to leave me alone. But until then, I'm getting free stuff and getting food. And then she calls sometimes here and there and we talk. Now the second one, she came back on this street, and this was an ex from like 11 years ago. I was like, oh snap. She texted me apologizing for what she did. I don't even remember what she did. I remember her because I was one of my favorite little girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? Especially growing up, I was like, what? When we first got together, I was like 16, and then we broke up, and we got back together again. I was like 18, and then we broke up again and got back together again. We was like 20, and then I don't remember how we broke up, right? So we've been talking on the phone. We didn't do anything, but we've been talking on the phone, and it's late night talk, so it's not like it's distracting me for anything. And if I'm talking to her, I'll be working at the same time. So I'm not being distracted, so that's fine. And I live by myself, so it's all right. Have the company, she needs it, and we talk to each other, blah blah. So one time I text her, and she didn't text me back, and she ended up saying she was with her ex, and they did it. You know what to do. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. You guys are working it out, stuff like that. So I had no reaction because I'm not really like invested or emotionally involved with any of them, right? So she calls me another day. I was with a girl, right? By the way, I did not relapse. But I did get some. Yeah. That's another story for another time. But she called while I was with that girl, and that girl had my phone. So she's like, some girl's calling you. I was like, okay. And I'm not like gonna make it look crazy, like not pick up and throw the phone away. So I picked up the phone. I was like, yo. She's like, you busy? I'm like, yeah. She's like, you with a girl? I'm like, yeah. She's like, okay, call me back when you're done. I said, okay. And she's like, you know what? Don't call me back. I'm like, okay. Right? And then she called me like 20 minutes after. I couldn't pick up because I was with this girl. And then she blocks me. I was like, wow, what's up with that? Maybe that's how you left last time. Right? And I'm like, why is she blocking me? She just told me she was with her ex and they was doing it, and then I didn't have a problem with it. But then when you called me and I was with a girl and you have a problem with it, but like the reaction and knowing that I did that felt so good. So, and I'm pretty good guy. I'm not really good with breaking up with people. I ain't gonna lie, but I've done it before, yeah. But like it takes a lot for me to break up with you. Right? So I lost my train of thought. But it takes a lot for me to break up with somebody. So it's like if you break up with me and you leave, and you try to come back, I'm gonna not care. I'm not gonna give a flying. You know, I'm not gonna care. And if I remember how you left and how you broke my heart, I'm really not gonna care. I'm gonna be on some savageness. Like I'm gonna invite you. We're gonna talk. I'm not gonna disrespect the girl. I'm not gonna be like, oh, this and that. But I know how to gauge you. I know how not to get emotionally involved with you. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm on retention. When I was with them, I didn't know about retention. So when they came back, they're like, who is this? Who is this savage? I'm not the same man. They know that too. And they probably thought like, oh, Nelson. I mean, King Retention. Like King Retention was a sucker. Let me just roll my butt right back over there. They're like, oh, he's on some, he's on some masculine-ish. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same. It's not the same person. Right? And it's like, that's why I let him come back so I could get my sweet revenge. And you on retention is get with the program or leave. Now, if she unblocks me, I'll let you know. But that emotional reaction she got and that feeling of me just telling her who I was with and not caring, and even the one when she told me what she was doing and I did not even care, it felt so good. Right? You get your revenge when they come back. You get your revenge.